25 soap spoilers, EastEnders trauma, Coronation Street death shock, Emmerdale pregnancy, Hollyoaks hostage. Old flames and new flames are causing all kinds of trouble in the land of soap. As Robert Sugden is unsettled by Rebecca White's pregnancy bombshell in Emmerdale, Nancy Osborne finds herself lying after being reunited with her ex Kyle in Hollyoaks. Elsewhere, Lauren Branning continues to fall for mysterious newcomer Josh while Peter Barlow's stalker leads to him being arrested in Coronation Street. Over in Casualty, Jez is torn between Louise and Elle's son, which isn't going to cause any trouble at all. Meanwhile, there's a heartbreaking funeral, a return, fresh passion, a stalker getting worse, a confession, a windfall, a hostage, a new trauma, revenge and an angry showdown. And even more besides. There's only one place where you can get to grips with all of the soap action ahead and, luckily for you, you are already there. We've even included some cryptic teasers for future storylines just for the sheer bats. You're welcome. Coronation Street. One Sally's stalker nightmare is about to get much worse as her spiteful troll runs an obituary for her in the Gazette and then starts sending her abusive texts and an abusive package. At an event Sally is speaking at, Tim suspects one of the guests is the troll and goes on the attack, leading to police involvement. As Sally despairs, Rosie and Sophie take action and investigate. Peter and Toya's IVF appointment is distracted by the small matter of Peter being arrested for attacking Chloe, who is claiming that he assaulted her on the day before Ken was pushed in order to frame him. Can Peter persuade the police of his innocence? 3. David picks up on some tension between Ada and Maria and wastes no time in quizzing his friend, who comes clean about the affair that she had with Ada. But will David keep this juicy gossip to himself? 4. Kate starts to worry about Johnny when he struggles to focus on wedding planning and becomes snappy. Later, he loses his balance after a visit to the pub and Kate fears for his health when she realizes he had only been on soft drinks. 5. David gets an unexpected windfall of £20,000 when a customer of the salon passes away, but when Gary finds out, he is enraged and gives David food for thought over Anna, who continues to struggle. Anna is later stunned when David makes a big gesture. 6. Steve declares that he still loves Michelle and hopes that they can still save their marriage when he begs her to attend a counseling session with him. As Michelle confides in Robert, he reluctantly encourages her to go along, but what decision will she make? EastEnders. 7. Max overhears a highly charged conversation between Stacy and Carmel over time with Arthur and, after taking Carmel for drinks and digging for information on the market and her upcoming project, Max tries to persuade Stacy to have a change of heart. But what is he after from Carmel? 8. Bex's bullying torment gets even worse as she tries to take her mind off of things by busking only for them to strike again. But when one of the girls approaches her with an apology, is everything as it seems or is it all part of another cruel scheme? 9. Stephen despairs as Lauren continues to have nights out without him, and later, as she prepares to go out once more with Whitney and ABI, her mind is clearly elsewhere. Will she get in touch with Josh as she remains tempted to cheat? 10. Michelle continues to be pushed out of the Fowler brood and almost isolates Sharon too after taking a step too far in an argument. Stacy later reaches out and invites her to a meal, but can Martin hold back his anger as they all get together? 11. Ian is irked when he sees the Vic offering fish and chips while Beale's place lies in ruins, so Stephen suggests that they hit back with their own fish and chip pop-up store. After a successful day of business, will there be hope for Ian? 12. Kush and Denise are enjoying their relationship and soon, Kim and Vincent invite them to a dinner party, but will everything go smoothly? Meanwhile, Kush grows suspicious when he sees Carmel talking closely with Maximum. Emmerdale. 13. The Thomas family face another extremely difficult day as Ashley is laid to rest in emotional funeral scenes. As Gabby blames Bernice for her not getting to say a private goodbye to her dad and Arthur is overcome when reading a poem for Ashley, can Laurel hold the family together as she battles her own grief? 14. Aaron and Robert make the most of being reunited by enjoying a picnic, but when Robert later gets wind of Rebecca's pregnancy, he is thrown into a panic. Ross soon seizes an opportunity to start blackmailing Robert for cash, but will Robert give in or confess to Aaron? 15. After Harriet feels bad for a shaky delivery at Ashley's funeral, Kane reaches out and comforts her. The next day, Harriet is fuming when he stashes stolen goods again, so he tries to placate her with another kiss, but she soon turns the tables on him. 16. Adam is excited at the prospect of Victoria being pregnant when he discovers a pregnancy test, unaware that it belongs to Rebecca. As he confides in Moira that he is going to be a dad, how will he cope with the disappointment ahead? 17. Faith and Rishi continue to grow close, and after sharing a kiss, Faith confides in him about her double mastectomy. When Rishi reacts by leaving, Faith is left hurt, but how will he explain when she confronts him? 18. Finn returns from Australia to be reunited with his family, but will everyone be pleased to see him? Hollyoaks. 19. Nancy is surprised to bump into her first love Kyla's and Ms. meeting, and as they catch up, she finds herself lying to Darren about him. When Kyle is then pulled into the deceit after being asked to dinner by Darren and Nancy, will there be an awkward situation? 20. Determined to get revenge on Grace, Liam kidnaps Esther and holds her to ransom, forcing Grace to beg Warren for a loan which she promises to pay back by the end of the day. If she doesn't, she will sign over the loft to Warren. 21. Freddie visits his aunt and is shocked to discover that she has returned from seeing Sandy with Lexi in tow. As Freddie wonders what to do, how will Mercedes react by Lexi's return? Meanwhile, Ellie gets a surprise of her own when she learns that Nathan entered the pub into a competition before he died. 22. Warren's rage against Bart continues to fester, and Joel warns Bart to keep out of his sight. Sienna tries to get Warren to drop his vendetta and he agrees, but is he being completely honest, or will he get his showdown with Bart? Casualty. 23. Jez wakes up next to Elle's son and tries to keep the truth from Louise, but when Elle gets wind of what happened, she is left furious and Jez tries to get to the bottom of her discomfort. Is she upset about her son's sexuality, or is there something else at play? 24. Alicia arrives at work to be met with lots of uncomfortable stares and whispering and wonders what is going on, but when she logs into her social media accounts, the truth of the matter becomes clear. 25. Cal is fuming to see Sam pushing Lily to do some overtime while redundancies are hanging over everyone and he has a go at him for bullying her. However, Lily defends Sam and insists that she wants to stay late. What's next? Who is given bad news that sends them over the edge, and who will be caught in their crossfire? Whose arrival in a community winds up several people, and who is the newcomer eyeing up? Which couple harbor a deadly secret, and will one of them crack and reveal all? Who is reunited with a face from their past, and why is there tension brewing between them? Whose recent nasty behavior is exposed to her loved ones, and can she be forgiven?